Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Education with Fauzi. So today on this video, we're going to be doing some science about cells. So this is a science first lesson. I've done an English lesson, but this is science first lesson. So, this is a first lesson. If you have any struggles with science, anything you're concerned about, just let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure I answer as soon as possible. So, here we start. Science part 1. Just don't worry about the highlights. I was doing a few work. So yeah. So learning objective. Science. The title is Science Part 1. Make sure you have a notebook. If not, just listen and just keep it in your head. So the learning objective is to be able to tell what a cell is, and the vocabularies are organisms and cells. We're going to find out what are these in a minute. These may seem a bit different for you, but yeah. What is a cell? So, before you even saw this, what did you think a cell was? Put it down in the comments below, or write it down, or just, if you prefer not, just stay. So, cells are basic building blocks of all animals and plants. Inside cells are various structures that are specialized to carry out a particular function. So each cell builds up blocks of animals and plants, or like living things. And inside every cell, they carry out a particular function, so they do a specific job. So if you were to break apart an organism to the cellular level, the smallest independent thing we would find would be the cell. So cells are small things that make up a living cell. So if you were to break down an animal, you wouldn't really see it by a naked eye. A cell is that small that you need a microscope to see it. So where do we find cells? Cells are found in all sorts of living things. Every living thing has a cell. Us humans have cells in different places, and you cannot see them by naked eye. So now living things are also known as organisms. So living thing is an organism, and another word for organism is a living thing, and a living thing, another word for it is organisms. So animal cell, plant cell are two different types. So we've got animal cell, plant cell. They both have different functions, and cells do different things in them. So, fact of the lesson. So, every lesson I have a fact for it. And today I don't have a do now because this is just a brand new lesson. Yeah. And I didn't have much questions you guys could take part in. So, cells are that small that you cannot see them with the eye. These are facts you need to keep in your head. So, organisms is another word for living things. All the things you just keep in your head to put all these together. And cells are plant cell and animal cell are two different types. Cells are found in all living things, and a cell is a basic building blocks of all animals and plants, organisms they mean. So let's go into the next one. How were cells created? So if we know let's say one cell gets damaged, how were the others created? New cells are created from existing cells. So if that one dies, they create a new cell. So new cells are created from existing cells through a process referred to as cell cycle. One cell cycle can make a copy of itself and form two new daughter cells. So one cell can form two new cells. There are two major tasks that have to happen every cell cycle. First, cells have to make an exact copy of their DNA. DNA is like an instructional manual for a cell. It encodes genes for characteristics and dictates things like eye color and blood type. So it's trying to say that if two existing cells they go through a cell cycle, which one cell can make a copy of itself and form two new cells using the same DNA, which is characteristic like eye color and blood type. This is just a characteristic example of color and blood type. So every time I have a quiz, but before we go into the quiz, let's just revise one more time because I feel like you're not getting it. If you do, but I just like to revise. So what is a cell? Simple words, it's a basic building blocks of lives. It's found in every single living thing. This one here, cells, is found in all organisms. Organisms are living cells. Animal plant cells are two different types. Cells are really small, you cannot see them with the naked eye unless with a microscope to magnify the picture. Now cells make the exact copy of DNA to make it includes genes for characteristic and dictate, things like eye color and blood type. That's all. And let's go to the quiz now. What are cells? What is another word for living things? What is cells mostly found in? So these are pretty simple ones because this is like a new lesson to you. But this video was quite short and I was hoping for only like 10 minutes or less because it's just so simple. So it's really interesting when we get into it. If you want a part 2, make sure you comment down below. Concerns, if you have no problems with it, if you get it, if there's some part you don't get problems with it, comment down below, let me know anything. I wouldn't take it as hate or anything, but just let me know down below, and I'll try my hardest to use my knowledge to create a presentation to you and record it. So 5 minutes, answer all these questions and be right back. What are cells? Answers are coming back. What are cells? Cells are basic building blocks of life. Cool. What is another word for living things? Organisms. Simple as that. What is where is cells mostly found in? All living things. I underline that because literally any living thing you can think of is made out of cells. Different types of cells carry out different functions. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you give a big thumbs up. Share this video to help others. Any concerns, like I said earlier, comment it down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.